Hello, and welcome to the FUHSO Insiders podcast, your go-to source for all things FUHSO. I am Mantra, and I'm excited to be your host for today's episode. My co-host today is
Sam Risku.
How are you doing?
I am examed out.
Yeah, it's been a while, right?
Yeah, man. God, we had to take a small, what do you call it, holiday or something because of exams. But yeah, it's good to be back.
Yeah, it's really, really good to be back. Last week, we did not release an episode, but we're back now. Happy New Month, guys.
Happy New Month, everyone. Welcome to November.
If this is your first time listening, this is the FUHSO Insiders podcast, the Monday Scoop series where we'll talk about everything that has been happening in FUHSO the past week and what we're expecting for the new week. FUHSO is the Federal University of Health Sciences, otukpo, located in Benue State, Nigeria.
Okay, so what's happened over the last 2 weeks?
Basically just exam stuffs. Well, not just exams. There've been some stuffs happening. There was the award and dinner night on Friday, and then some new information for our aspirants listeners, and then some drama from Ziggy. And yeah, just stay tuned.
Like you said, last 2 weeks have been full of exams, but finally, thankfully, exams have come to an end. It's been crazy, man. But today, the marks the final paper for most of the classes, I believe most students. That's the 200 level Faculty of Science, and the 100 level A and the 100 level B were all finishing up today. That is, I think that's the end of the session, second semester for the 200 level Faculty of Science and 100 level A, then the end of first semester for 100 level B. But all in all, everybody's just glad that we're going to be done. We're going to be done like the things that we're doing for the last, I think, 2 to 3 months. Since July, basically, it's coming to an end.
Yeah, I know this time tomorrow, a lot of people would be in their houses already or on the road to their houses.
Yeah, you don't know what people have gone through until...
Yeah, exam period is like a lot of drama going on during the exams. I think when we started the exams, I know personally I heard about people who forgot to sign attendance. There was even a particular exam I wrote that I didn't even know that there was a third attendance. You understand? Because there's usually 3 attendance sheets that are supposed to pass through you, and then I forgot to write my name in one, and then had to follow them to different offices, just walking 30 minutes after the exam to collect a new sheet to write my attendance. And then there was this case that we heard about someone who submitted where he was not supposed to submit. He submitted his booklet where they kept unused booklets.
Yeah, so just basically all in all, happy to be done with the exams, and then looking forward to the short break. I think it's been rumored for most of us, that is for also zero exams, that it's going to be around 2 weeks. Actually 2 weeks starting from today, funny enough, because I know there were some kind of funny manipulations that were supposed to have gone on with this last paper. There was some news on, I believe on Thursday, that Monday's papers, Saturday's papers were going to be shifted to Saturday, and so that from today, holiday on Saturday. But then apparently that was overridden by the VC or Senate or somebody, and all the changes were cancelled, and last we had to write last paper today. So starting from today, the holiday is going to be 2 weeks, according to what we've heard, but we're waiting for official confirmation from the school, of course, the new timetable, the new calendar.
Yeah, that really messed up a lot of people's plans, because we thought, okay, today, as usual, as on the timetable, we're going to finish exams, and then we heard that it was shifted to Saturday that just passed. The exams for today were supposed to write it then, and then it has been shifted back to today again.
There's a lot of playing around on general seriousness, but things were able to stable.
I heard that the shift was because of they didn't want, the 200 level MBBS students have not been having lectures as usual because of the exams, and
the lecturers have been occupied for the last, during the entire exam period.
So they are behind on lectures, and I think that is why they wanted them to begin lectures as soon as possible, and they just wanted us to conclude with the exams. That's why they had shifted it to Saturday.
But they haven't been left out, actually. I mean, they've been having, during this period, they've been having tests back to back, mostly physiology. That's what I've been hearing. So they've been under some sort of pressure too. I know they've also been really wound up. So there's an opportunity for most of the students to unwind, basically, and just have a moment to reflect on the year that happened last Friday. So the awards and dinner night held, and it was a nice program, basically. An opportunity to celebrate most of the students with awards like Sports Personality of the Year, Best Dressed Personality of the Year, the Outstanding Character Award, different kinds of awards there, and basically just celebrating students at FUHSO, and an opportunity for students to dress up, look nice, enjoy yourself, basically. Just have some fun out there. And so congratulations to the winners of many of the categories, guys like Oko Israel, that's Billions, Male Personality of the Year. Congratulations to Anna. Hannah Odagboyi, Female Personality of the Year. Congrats to, I believe, AB. He won Sports Personality of the Year. Congrats to Henry Koko, Eddie Emefiele of FUHSO, Entrepreneur of the Year. Congrats to Zadi, Media Personality of the Year, Zadi Vibes. Congrats to Best Dressed FUHSO, Ebonya and Odidi. Congrats to our very own Josie Joseph Amodu Ochoyama with the Music Personality of the Year. He's going play like really putting FUHSO on, like someone that were making all of us proud in the school, like with his songs and all his releases. And of course, a special award was given to the one and only Boss Mike, the Outstanding Character Award. Can anybody really disagree? Boss Mike, congratulations, man, and congratulations to everybody else who was involved in the events. I saw the hosts, they all dressed beautifully. So I just want to, I'm just really proud of all the organizers. Oki, Investor, he did so much, and all the other people involved in the planning. I saw the photographers, the videographers, there was so much going on, and we always talk about how there's not that many social events happening in FUHSO, but students, somebody has to wake up and decide that I want to do social events that's how these things happen. So congratulations to all the winners. Congratulations for a successful event. Quite nice for the students who celebrated. So speaking of social events, we didn't even have the opportunity to speak about this one last week because there was no podcast last week. Sorry about that again. But some things went down in Ziggy Hostel apparently, and it's quite interesting. I think some students will be aware of what we're talking about. 6 students in Ziggy Hostel and their friends around. Just also speaking of social events and this. So you had to be there. I think it's some kind of thing like if you know, you know.
yeah, if you know, you know. And then still on Ziggy, there was a news that came in like a timetable of some sort, a water roster to be precise, about when they would be locking the tanks and opening the tanks for water or whatnot.
What is it like? So wait, I didn't run out of water. They're rationing water for people that in FUHSO. Jesus.
Well, I heard that there was an issue of wastage of water, and then they decided, okay, they'll be locking the tanks, and you can only access water from this time to this time, and for this long every day.
I feel like if they bring this kind of idea to the guys' hostels, there will be like an actual riot. We had a small mini protest in I think January, or was it December? Yeah, we had a small mini protest around that January because of this water issue. But imagine, I can't actually imagine what these guys are going through right now. The limits, so if I come out, if I wake up by 8:20, the time says from 5 to 8 a.m. the water will be open. If I wake up by 8:20, 8:30, I'm not going to bath that day. I'll be waiting.
Well, I guess the water will be open later in the evening for still 2 hours or so.
But see what they smell from 9 o'clock to that time. Oh Jesus!
I think that is one of the issues. It's always experiencing water stress, and I think it is paramount for students to know how to manage water. You understand? I think things like this occur because of mismanagement of water and wastage of water. You would enter some hostels and then you would see some people are fetching water and then they would not turn off the tap and then they would just leave the water running. You understand? And when this water finishes, you have to start calling the tanker and everything.
Yeah, I think it just makes sense. I think the only way forward now is going to bring 6 jerry can with you when you're coming back next semester and then go and fetch by 6 a.m. or something. It's going to be crazy. But then also considering that we're opinion that the school wants to bring in new students, I wonder how Ziggy Hostel is going to handle the extra stress of increased students, because right now Ziggy Hostel is not even full.
Yes, so the population, the added population, I wonder how the school is going to manage that. Speaking about the new population coming in, we have some interesting news for the aspirants, which those people already following us on social media would probably have seen this already. Most likely you have seen this. If you're an aspirant, the school has called for a post-UTME/direct entry screening exercise for the 2023/2024 academic session. So if you choose FUHSO as your first choice in JAMB, then you are eligible for the exercise. You can check out our social media for requirements and how to go about registering for the exercise. Yeah, and then some people have been asking how the screening exercise is going to be, if it's going to be like an exam or for us to explain how it's going to be, and then some other questions still have been coming in.
Basically, the last few times FUHSO has run their screening exercise, there have not been exams. Basically, there have not been testing, that kind of screening where you come sit down and they test your knowledge, what you get over 100. No, it's mostly just presentation of documents, and then the school tries to judge your character, asks you some questions. But things can always change. It's always better to be prepared than not prepared. And so if you feel like if you have like some materials you can use, just prepare yourself ahead of time in case, because they can always even ask you questions while they're screening you in their office. But usually it's more or less behavioral, not basic, not normal kind of based on like, okay, Kwanti, you're writing maths now, you're writing English now. It's more or less school. They consider your information. They take you in. The panel takes a look at you, how they observe you. They ask you some questions about your character. They ask some questions to see how you respond, how you think, and then they make a decision on you. Make sure to be careful about your dressing. I know they are very particular about like how you dress, especially for people that are aspirants or medical courses. Medicine is kind of course where I don't say anything about like what I'm not trying to put down other courses, but there's a kind of some professions like law and medicine have like dress code standards. So try to dress decently. No matter what your course is, try to dress like very decently. Try to avoid things like hoodies and things or like wearing shorts, and because I know even some of those things, just minor things that can seem normal, but just dress decently. Try to look good, and don't like expose or don't wear things that can give the wrong image.
Yes, and come very prepared. Make sure you have all your documents intact. And if you are traveling from afar, make sure you are here at the time for the screening.
You can bring some water with you. You can also bring like a power bank in case, or just prepare yourself, because it might go a bit longer than you expect. Or you might come early, and then the way the line is set up or the way the arrangement is set up, it will take a longer time than you expect. So just prepare yourself for the kind of day, because this is Nigeria. There's some processes, there will always be some bureaucracy, there will always be some kind of movements. But basically, that's how the screening exercise really goes. It does come in, you sit down, they call your number, you go into a panel, you face them, they ask you some questions, and then that's it. Hopefully become a student of FUHSO.
Yeah, and that is it. The screening exercise is scheduled to hold on Monday 13th and Tuesday 14th of November 2023.
And for those of you that are buying in hotels, if by any chance you happen to hear Madam Koi Koi, you can always just send us a message or send us a note.
Wow, have you seen the movie?
I haven't watched it, but I'm planning on watching it very soon. I want to watch it very soon.
Oh, I saw it yesterday actually, and I don't want to give it.
See this guy, the writes exam. They watch movie.
No, so it's just that I saw some posts on social media, and I just like I need to check this out, and then it's actually good.
Mantra 2023. It's actually good to watch movie during your exams.
No, that's not what I said. That's not what I said.
On sports, don't be surprised that there's a sports section, even though we're having exams, so just like that. But on sports, there was a short match played on Saturday between Metro Hostel and the Doctors Hostel, but apparently, well,
there was like a little bit of drama around it, and I heard that the match was cancelled because there was a penalty given. Apparently, the Metro Hostel players felt like it was uncalled for and wasn't supposed to be given, and then I heard they just started marching out of the field, and that is how the match ended.
On Indigenous Friends of FUHSO, I feel like this happened to them before, and they saw their opponents do the same thing, just get up and leave the field. And so, if nothing happened to them and their opponents were rewarded for that, why won't Metro also try the same thing and just get up and leave the field when the penalty doesn't go their way? Things to think about, FUHSO football players.
I don't know. I think football is like getting a little bit dramatic now in FUHSO, like.
But it's always like stakes. It's bragging rights. Even up to now, the tournaments that ended so long ago.
Yeah, you saw the 1 month anniversary winning.
Yeah, it's actually the 1 month. It's the 1 month anniversary of that fateful day where Doctors Hostel and Kings clashed, and Kings Hostel match victorious. But up to this Saturday, people were still in hostel talking about it. Like, we had some Kings guys over because the hostel were all actually still brothers at the end of the day. But they just started talking about football again, and I was like, Jesus is Lord. At 1 month, so if this guy that's talking about medal, wear a medal, they wear a medal day. Like, that was it for sports this weekend, basically. The match that ended prematurely, but I'm sure there will be many more matches played after the exams of today. And
that's that for things that has been happening in FUHSO. Before we continue, Sam, can you say this sentence for me? Mr. Risco risked 6 tickets bits, but bets on Jets to frisk a biscuit, 6 some eggs, used bricks. Just look at
this is a setup. But I have faith. Mr. Risco Risk 6 tickets bits, but bets on jets to Frisco biscuit. 6 some eggs used bits to whiskey, dish a disc of whiskey in 7 weeks, and tricks to crickets.
Wow. Even me that always like I don't know, I couldn't say that fast. Mr. Risco Risk 6 tickets bits. Anyways, I would
If you follow us on Instagram or Facebook, you will post it on our story. So you can just send us a voice message of you trying it out, saying it out yourself. Let's see your attempts. Let's see who says it best.
Okay, and then for things going on around the world and outside FUHSO.
Naira has been rising. Praise the Lord. Finally.
Yeah, after dropping drastically.
The election's going on very soon if you're from Bayelsa State, Imo State, or Kogi State. The election polls in about 5 days. So that's something to look forward to. There's also some rumors. Wizkid was posting something very funny on his status that he's thinking of not retiring, but taking a break from music for like the next 5 years. So I'm going to play golf or football, and I was like, see, you can play, people with money can play. So somebody that his daily bread is on music, I'm not even make that kind of joke that you go on holiday for 2 weeks, but these rich guys.
I even saw a post that Burna Boy said that he was going to pay Instablog and whatever, everybody could like forget about him or something.
Like normal artists, are you not looking for then these bloggers not to forget any? Burna Boy he wants them to forget who he is. Like once you're on that kind of level, it's something else. It's something different entirely. And Rema also performed at the Ballon d'Or ceremony, where the one and only greatest of all time. We'll argue with ourselves if you feel like it's not. But one of the greatest of all time, Messi collected his record 8th Ballon d'Or. So that's it for all news, basically.
Yeah, and I think that's a wrap. Don't forget to prioritize your hygiene. Make sure to keep yourselves and your environment clean. We wish you guys all the best on today's exams. And for those, if you are listening to this after the exam and you're maybe on your way traveling, well, congratulations on finishing your exams, and we wish you all the best. Safe journey, and yeah, all the best for the holidays. As for the 200 level MBBS students, well, still business as usual.
For more FUHSO Insiders content, you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, now X. I actually hate calling it X. I don't know. It's still Twitter to me forever. You can follow us on TikTok. You can follow us on YouTube, anywhere. And also, we also have a WhatsApp channel. So make sure to follow FUHSO Insiders at FUHSO Insiders. That is our name everywhere, our tag everywhere. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to share with your friends. Don't forget to share it to your loved ones. All those who you think might be interested. And even those who are not interested, make them interested. So don't make sure to share, like, and subscribe.
Yeah, and let us know what you think about this episode on the interact section if you are listening on Spotify. Like Sam said, don't forget to follow us on our social media platform. A lot of you can see the numbers listening to this podcast, and then can see the number of people following us on social media. So please don't forget to follow us on our social media platforms. If you are listening right now and you're not following us on social media, just pick a social media platform and just follow us there. Happy holidays to our FUHSO listeners once again. Also, make sure to get enough rest and take care of your mental health.
Hope you had a nice time. Hope you continue having a nice time. Enjoy yourselves at home, guys. And for the aspirants coming, I hope your first image of FUHSO is a positive one. Thank you for listening. This has been Samuel signing out.
Until next time, don't forget to stay curious, stay creative, and stay engaged.